Credit card debts are scary. It is like an addiction, just like any addiction that humans have, ranging from drugs, alcohol, social media. Credit card debts is the same as causing huge mental illness and depression on a global scale. Personally, I went through that and I'd like to shed some lights for you in this video. Let's clear those nasty debts. Hello, Roy Fay here from royfay.com, empowering and inspiring you on life transformation using the ancient wisdom for your modern success. If you are new here, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell button. Credit cards is just like a knife. If you give it to a murderer, he can kill someone. If you give it to a chef, he can cook amazing dishes. Personally, I know friends who have good control of his credit card usage, and in the end, he accumulated 2 million worth of points ready to convert to air miles anytime. Of course, he paid off his credit cards every single month. Also, I do know people who have huge credit card debts amounting to 6 figures. Personally, if you have watched my previous video on my personal story, from almost bankrupt twice, driving Grab to 6 figures investment, you will get to understand that credit card debts are much deeper than just spending. Credit card spending to me is like an addiction. Just like any addiction out there, it's a habitual psychological action that you take without any consciousness. I will share with you 3 different ways why spending on your credit cards and accumulating it to huge debt is a huge nightmare to your mental health, which may lead to depression. Firstly, poor financial management habits. Credit card is about spending the future money. Decades ago, it's only spending future money 30 days in advance. Nowadays, you can spend future money anywhere from 6 months to 6 years. The banks are really good in luring you in to spend more and to pay more, and of course, the social capitalism and also the social media of the luxury living just drawn people to want to have that kind of lifestyle. You are not alone. I was like that as well. You need to finish watching the third way, which I'll discuss key psychological effects of credit card spending. As I mentioned, when I was self-employed, I didn't have regular income. So I would use my credit card very often. Before long, I was having a few $1,000s in debt. At first, I didn't know about the 2% monthly recurring interest, and I just paid the minimum sum. Until 1 year later, I realized I would never pay off my few thousand credit card debts. Since then, I will always pay off the full amount. Poor financial management habits from our psychology, it can be seen from our emotions and also our 八字 and Qi destiny chart on our spending habits. The moment you are in debt, you will feel insecure. When you feel insecure at first, you don't feel much. Over time, you'll feel a sense of fear and anxiety. Naturally, if you allow the habits to continue, once it reaches a threshold, which is different for everyone and you cannot stand it, you will get into mental issues. For some, it might be $20,000. For some, it might be $100,000. I do know some people whose mental threshold is in the $500,000 range. Pop quiz. What's your relationship with credit card and how do you deal with it? Comment below and I'll personally answer it. Secondly, money is self-identity. Yes, money is important. Yes, we shouldn't identify ourselves with money. We shouldn't allow money to rule us. However, it's not easy in modern days as everything in life is linked to money. Our house, food, shelter, comfort, healthcare, kids, transport, electricity, water, and many, many more. We do need money. At the same time, with all the social media and peer pressure, you will want to keep up with the Joneses. It's pretty normal, and I also once linked my identity to money. The income ranges, the big house, the car, the travel. Do you take economy or business class? The bags, the shoes, the watches, and etc. All these are linked to our identity and how we link this to our lives. So when you are in credit card debts, which obviously only you would know about it and nobody else would, you are eating yourself inside out. You can feel the self-worth eroding. You can feel your confidence shaken over time. At first, it might be only a few thousand. Slowly, it escalates to 20,000 and 50,000, and once it reaches your threshold, you'll find imploding inside you. All the negative thoughts will come in, saying you are lousy, you're lying to the world, showing luxury life, but you are in 100,000 debt. That will over time cause you depression. Thirdly, spending on illusion bubbles. Personally, I didn't spend on credit cards on clothes, on watches, on food, on travels, and on luxury items. In fact, I've delayed gratification for years to even buying my own car until recently. So what did I spend on? I spent on education. I invested the most on personal development seminars, courses, and retreats. Even that, if you are not careful about it, you'll create an illusion bubble on you. At one point, I kept swiping my credit card courses after courses, seminars after seminars, thinking the answer to my life problems is out there. It must be the next course. It must be the next secret. However, the answer lies within you. Maybe for you, like most people, is to spend on luxury items, the bag, the shoe, the watch, the car. It's the same effects. Thinking that the illusion bubbles of buying all these luxury items will make you feel good, look good, and able to join some high-class social events. Of course, I want to tell you, there's nothing wrong buying luxury items if you love it and you can afford it. I love a good watch, a nice t-shirt, or a nice car. However, I don't need 10 Rolexes or 3 sports cars or also 50 Versace tops. That's the reason why I stopped spending money on education and I stopped for a few years. I detoxed myself, and that's where I started to learn metaphysics like 八字 and Qimeng Destiny reading to know myself better in my life. The danger is that once you spend and you cannot pay on time, the interest starts to snowball, creating the mental stress and anxiety and fear, which stretches over time. It will cause depression and mental issues for you. How do I know that? I've been through myself and I've spoken on one-on-one basis with over 600 students now, so I do see a human psychological pattern on why they get into debt and how to get out of it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you love this video, please subscribe and hit on the notification bell, like this video, and comment below. What's your relationship with credit cards and how do you deal with it? Put your comment below and I'll answer them personally. With that, this is Roy Fei signing off. I'll talk to you soon.